Right, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I've just got a quick little tidbit that I want to talk about. Why is your diet not working? If you feel like you're doing everything that you should be doing to work on your goals, you're making changes in your diet and stuff, and nothing's working, and you're like, why the fuck am I not losing weight, or my body not changing, or anything like that, these are some of the most common reasons why what you think you're doing is not working. Number one is you make a change that is just unsustainable, and it's just a silly bugger one. So for example, like if you love carbs and then you go, you know what, I'm going to cut out carbs and I'm going to go keto to try and make some progress, and you do something that is like super extreme, that ain't going to work, because anything that's like super extreme and unsustainable, you're just not going to be able to stick with it long enough to get results. Can keto potentially work? Yeah. Can intermittent fasting work? Yeah. Could carnivore work? Potentially. Like, all of these different weird and extreme dietary changes can work, but they don't work for you because they're not actually sustainable long term. Like, what are you going to do if you're on like the carnivore diet and it's your mum's birthday and you're going to go out for breakfast? Are you going to just go sit down and ask for like a steak? Like, and everyone else is having beautiful eggs on toast, like, and then you just blow it and then you go, oh fuck it, I'm done. And so, it's just not practical having an extreme approach to your nutrition. So if you've made changes such as I'm cutting out carbs or I'm cutting this out, if the word cutting out comes into your vocabulary and it's not due to an intolerance or an allergy, then that is why you're failing. That's one of them. It's too extreme, it's not sustainable. Yes, dieting does need to be like a little bit extreme. You need to make sacrifices and things like that. But if you're literally just like cutting shit out and then wondering why you can't stick with it, that is why. You do need to make some sacrifices, but you also want to make a balance between some sacrifices, like as in don't eat the whole block of chocolate, have a bit of self-control and have one or two, but don't cut the chocolate out completely, because then it's just going to end up having a huge blowout eventually anyways. So one, you're making extreme changes that are unsustainable. Two, which is like kind of on the back end of that, is you're not taking the time to learn about nutrition. You're just doing what you think is the right thing to do. You've been told 1200 calories is the way to go, so I'm just going to eat 1200 calories because, I don't know, I saw it once. Or, I don't know, like, I'm just going to halve all my portion sizes. When you make changes without learning and understanding nutrition first, you're just doing more harm than good, and that is why you're not getting any results, and that's why you're not sticking with it. For most people, 1200 calories is an extremely unnecessarily low calorie deficit. It's going to make you burn through muscle, it's going to make you hangry, it's going to make your brain fog, it's going to cook your hormones, it's going to also lead to a really high risk of binging and rebound. So it's just unnecessary. But if you don't know, you don't know. We've all been in that trap. Why just cut the portion in half? Well, if you don't understand that just cutting your half, yeah, sure, it's cutting your calories, but it's cutting your nutritional value of food. So if you just cutting the portion in half, that ain't going to work either, because you're not giving yourself the nutrition that you need in order to still feel as good and get the results that you want to get. So just halving the portion just ain't it. So if you don't understand nutrition, and if you do not know how to build a healthy plate, and you do not understand why you eat the foods that you eat or why you eat the calories that are prescribed to you, like if you don't understand that, you will not succeed with your nutrition, because you need to learn about what foods have protein, what are carbs, what are fats, how do I build a plate that's going to make me feel good without feeling deprived and starving, how can I make this a sustainable approach. And then when you go on holidays, when you go and eat out, you know how to build a plate that's still going to help you work towards your goals without you feeling super stressed, anxious, fatigued, depleted, shit in the tummy, all those things. So another reason why you're failing is because you don't stop and learn and understand nutrition before you get started. That's two. Number three is you haven't prepared yourself before getting started. If you are already eating like sparrow's fart, no, that's when it's early in the morning. If you're already eating like rabbit food and eating like absolutely nothing at all, and then you're trying to go into a calorie deficit, then that won't work because you're already depriving yourself. But more likely, you think that you're starving yourself and not really eating enough most of the time if you're not getting weight loss. and you're restricting, and then that results in the big binge, and then you restrict, and you've already got a very unstable relationship with food and an unstable diet. Going into a calorie deficit and trying to lose weight when that is what your picture looks like is setting up for no success, setting up for failure. So what you want to do is, even if it's going to delay the process, spend time building your metabolism up, building your calories up from this yo-yo to something really sustainable and stable, and your maintenance calories where you maintain your weight, you feel good, you're getting stronger, you're building muscle, you learn nutrition, you prepare yourself before going into that dieting phase. Because if you do not take the steps to really prepare and lay the foundations, that dieting phase is going to fail, and it's just going to be more challenging, and it's not going to be as successful. So make sure you prepare your body before you go into that dieting phase. That's reason number 3. Reason number 4 is you're not tracking accurately. You think you're in a calorie deficit, but you're really not. You've seen a couple of my videos where, you think just little splashes of milk here and there. I can just eyeball the peanut butter, or just a quick drizzle of oil. Little things like that add up. So if you might think that you're tracking accurately, but you're really not, and then therefore you're actually eating at maintenance, you're not in a calorie deficit. So if you're not seeing results and you think you're eating in a calorie deficit, then maybe you need to dial it in and have a look at how accurately you're tracking. That is number 4. Check yourself. Now, if you're seeing progress and you're kind of loosely tracking, but things are going pretty well, that's fine. Stay loosely tracking. But if things are not going well, you need to dial it in and check yourself and see where you're at with things. The 5th reason is you may have miscalculated calorie deficit. You may not even be in one. So, if you're trying to diet on 2,200 calories and you're wondering why you're not losing weight, then maybe you're not really in a calorie deficit. You've miscalculated and you need to drop your food down more. One thing is, when you have been dieting for a really long period of time, your body will your metabolism will slow down, your daily energy expenditure will just naturally slow down. You'll just kind of do that to help, your body does it to kind of help conserve energy. So if you've been going for a while, you get tired, lethargic, then that could be another thing. So there's other factors involved that are beyond just keep dropping the food down and down, obviously. But one thing could be, maybe you're actually just not eating in a calorie deficit at all, and you need to drop the calories down more. But if they're already quite low and you've got no room to go, you need to have a reverse diet. You need to have a little maintenance break. You need to re-energize, refresh, and reset your body, and start focusing on something else for a little while. Weight loss may not be one big process for you. You might need to do a little chunk, have a little break, do a little chunk, have a little break, and maybe you need to do it in little segments like that, because doing it all in one go might not be working for your body. Everyone is unique, everyone is different. Some people weight just goes boop, 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 boop. Some people need to have regular re-breaks because of the way that their body deals with stress. Your body may not be coping with the stress of dieting, and you need to do it in little mini phases instead. So they are the 5 potential reasons why your diet is not working. Hopefully that helps. If you want a guide to kind of help give you an idea of maybe where your macros are, how to track your nutrition, things like that, make sure you message me macros, and I will send you a free guide resource through. And if you want help with actually just getting success and not bumping through, if you're sick of free resources and you just want to it's time to invest in yourself and just actually get results guaranteed, then DM me Live Strong and I'll help you out.